You're watching WYLN TV 35. Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Julia Wiegand. The Tamaqua Area School Board President addressed a hazing incident at Tuesday night's committee meetings. The Tamaqua Area football team announced that it was forfeiting its District 11 semifinal game last week after an incident involving members of the team. No other details were released about the incident, but officials say it happened after 6 p.m. Thursday, and a meeting was held at 10:30 p.m. with parents, administrators, and police. Board President Larry Wittig said last night that, quote, "The school district is not about to push anything under the rug or hide things." He also went on to say that the students, victims, and both perpetrators have rights. Wittig added that the district's been taking the appropriate measures and that the hazing incident's currently under investigation by school police, administrators, and Tamaqua police. A third person has been arrested in connection with the murders of 2 Lycoming County children. 48-year-old Michelle Butler was taken into custody yesterday afternoon and charged with endangering the welfare of children and obstruction in child cases. Michelle's the mother of Echo Butler, who faces similar charges alongside Maria Snyder, who police believe were involved in the deaths of Snyder's children, Nicole and Jasmine. Echo Butler admitted to lying to police about the children's whereabouts. Lycoming County Children and Youth began an investigation back in September over alleged neglect of Snyder's 7-year-old son. During the investigation, they learned that her 2 daughters weren't enrolled in school and haven't been seen since 2015. Authorities searched the Hepburn Township property last weekend and announced Monday that they found the remains of the 2 young girls. Police are now investigating this case as a homicide. Fire crews responded to a 3-alarm fire shortly after 9:30 this morning in Rush Township. A working structure fire was reported at Highwood, USA on Tide Road in Hometown. The fire was reported to have started on pallets and spread to plastic, filling the air with a large column of smoke. As firefighters were working to put out the fire, numerous propane tanks exploded, causing crews to call in a 3rd alarm fire. Employees were evacuated to a secure location as crews battled the blaze, which was deemed under control by 1:15 this afternoon. Pennsylvania's Commonwealth Court ruled today that the acting Secretary of Health did not comply with state law when she ordered that masks be required in schools. The court ruling said the mask mandate did not comply with rules for setting regulations and was adopted without an existing disaster emergency declared by the governor. However, the mask mandate will stay in place for now, as Acting Secretary Allison Beam plans to appeal to the Pennsylvania Supreme Court. A longtime Hazleton Township family restaurant has sadly closed its doors for good. Bonanza Steakhouse on Route 93 served the last of its customers Monday night. Owner Harry Werkheiser announced his retirement after holding numerous positions at the restaurant since the early 90s. Werkheiser began his career at Bonanza as a manager in training back in 1994, before moving up to general manager. He decided to buy the franchise in 2008 and has served both his customers and the community for decades. He donated gift certificates throughout the pandemic and also served up and delivered over 1,000 holiday meals last year to those less fortunate. He also donated food over the years to the ACS Telethon, as well as the Janet Weiss Children's Hospital. Werkheiser calls this time in his life bittersweet and thanks everyone who supported him throughout the years. A Carbon County man faces charges after allegedly assaulting a man and woman in West Hazleton. The victims told police they were assaulted by 30-year-old Cole Schreffler of Weatherly. The woman said that Schreffler was her boyfriend and woke up Sunday to find her and another man in the living room of a home on Susquehanna Boulevard. Schreffler allegedly struck the man with a stick and pushed the woman down the stairs into the basement, where he allegedly strangled her. The victims fled the house and went to Weiss Lane, where they called police. Schreffler was arrested and charged with aggravated assault, simple assault, and strangulation. He was denied bail after being considered a flight risk and danger to the victims. Hazleton Mayor Jeff Cassatt will unveil his 2022 budget tonight to council members. According to Cassatt, the tentative spending plan doesn't include a property tax increase for next year. Other items in the budget possibly include replacing the mercantile tax with a payroll preparation tax. The county granted a petition last week allowing the city to introduce a payroll tax ordinance. Cassatt's proposed spending plan would also eliminate a $5 resident tax and a $10 per capita tax. The 2022 budget will be presented during tonight's council meeting, which begins at 6 in Hazleton City Hall. Senator David Argall introduced legislation calling for the removal of Schuylkill County Commissioner George Halkovich Jr. Argall introduced a resolution yesterday that established a Senate Special Committee, which states that civil officers elected by the people shall be removed by the governor for reasonable cause after due notice, and a full hearing on the vote of 2/3 of the Senate. Halkovich is accused of sexually harassing several female county employees. An investigation by the Schuylkill County Solicitor's Office back in 2020 revealed that Halkovich violated the county's sexual harassment policy. The district attorney then handed the investigation over to the state's Attorney General's office in June of last year. $5.6 million in American Rescue Plan funding was officially made available Tuesday for Wilkes-Barre City residents, businesses, and social service agencies. Outside agencies developed the programs and guidelines under Mayor George Brown's 9-point plan on how and where to use the funding. $1.1 million will be given to the United Way of Wyoming Valley to award grants to social service agencies. $3.5 million will be given to the Commission on Economic Opportunity for $300 stimulus payments to eligible households. And $1 million will be given to the Greater Wyoming Valley Chamber of Commerce for economic development assistance to new businesses. The 43rd Annual American Cancer Society Telethon's taking place this weekend. And this year's theme, 43, Beating Cancer Takes You and Me. The event is both this Saturday, November 13th from 11 to 11 and Sunday, November 14th from noon to 5. On the lineup, we've got live music and entertainment, the ACS phone bank so you can call in to make your pledge, and Wyln personalities like myself. The event will be televised from the Alice C. Wiltsey Center and our Wyln studios. You can catch it all right here on Wyln TV or via live stream on our YouTube page. So mark your calendars to make your pledge and show your support in the big fight against cancer this weekend. Coming up on Wyln News, State Senate approves a pair of firearms bills, plus sports talk tonight. But first, we'll take a look at our 5-day forecast brought to you by the Wyln Weather Kids. We'll be right back.
My name is Alexander Bonomo. I'm 12 years old, and tomorrow's Wyln forecast is partly cloudy.
We want your child to be our Wyln Weather Kid. Your child can be our feature weather reporter of the day on Wyln News and Wyln social media posts just by using your smartphone or any video recording device. It's easy. All ages are welcome, from toddlers to teens. To find out how, go to the weather section of WYLNTV.com or look for our post about it on the Wyln News Facebook page. Submit your Weather Kid video today.
Sacco Chiropractic, East Broad Street in Hazleton has the health care you've been waiting for. Whether it's a chronic issue or something new, Sacco Chiropractic has the most up-to-date techniques and therapies to help with any ailment. From his days of playing football with the Cougars and then in college, Dr. Scott Sacco has an elite understanding of sports injuries and how to correct them. Whether you are an athlete, a weekend warrior, or a grandmother, we can help with multiple issues. Call today to see why relief is super, man. 570-497-4150.
Some things are just better together, like super fast internet and Plume whole home Wi-Fi from Service Electric Cablevision. Start with reliable speeds that match your family's needs, whether powering just a few gadgets or a fully online home. Add cutting-edge Plume whole home Wi-Fi, controlled by our mobile app to deliver a strong connection to every device in every room. Create the perfect combo for your family. Call or visit secv.com/internet now to learn more.
You know, Blaze Alexander, we understand that individuals win trophies, but teams win championships. From sales
to service.
From maintenance
To major service.
from Mazda to Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram to Buick GMC. Good credit or bad, we got your back. So like I said, it takes a team. If you're in the market for a car, stop to the Great Alexander team at Blaze Alexander, Greater Hazleton, and we're taking the deals. The other guys won't.
The Pennsylvania State Senate approved 2 firearms bills Tuesday to allow people to carry a loaded gun openly or concealed without a permit and punish municipalities that impose firearms ordinances that are stricter than state law. The legislation passed Tuesday would remove Philadelphia's open carry permit requirement and the state's requirement for people to get a permit to carry a concealed weapon, which includes storing it in their car. People under 21 cannot get such a permit, although the law allows anyone 18 and older to own a gun. Pennsylvania has long prohibited municipalities from enforcing firearms ordinances regulating the ownership, possession, transfer, or transportation of guns or ammunition. That being said, the other bill would expand standing in court to sue a municipality over a firearms ordinance and collect damages from a losing municipality. The bills now head up to the State House of Representatives. Tonight, local sports fans, we've got episode 12 of Sports Talk coming your way. Tune in tonight at 7 for host Marty Burns' Game of the Week discussions with Hazleton area head coach Dennis Bookman. Tonight's episode features wide receiver and linebacker Mitchell Maston. In a sneak peek of what's to come Friday night,
The division of Bar Bush Automotive. BLB has deals that can't be beat. They carry trucks, vans, SUVs, sedans, and sports cars, and all at the lowest prices. Bar Bush Automotive can handle all vehicle repairs since they do it all. Check out their specials: oil change and filter, just $19.95. Alignment, $49.95. Professional and good people. Call 570-454-7571.
At Grand Central, our family has been supplying your family with quality brand name furniture, mattresses, and appliances for over 3 generations. Whether you choose from our excellent selection of Lazy Boy, Catnapper, or England furniture, or from our fantastic selection of Sealy and Stearns & Foster mattresses, we guarantee total comfort in every room of your home.
With expert advice,
Everyday low prices.
plus interest-free financing for up to 60 months.
From our family to your family.
Grand Central in Hazleton. Everything to make your house a home.
No matter how busy life gets, your health needs to come first. That's why the relationship you build with your Lehigh Valley Health Network primary care doctor is one of the most important you'll ever have. From identifying your personal health risk factors to coordinating care with specialists, LVHN is here to partner with you every step of the way. And with the choice of virtual or in-person visits, it's never been easier to put your health at the top of your to-do list. Take the first step by visiting lvhn.org or by calling 888-402-LVHN.
M&J Excavation, serving the area with quality and dependable home heating oil with competitive pricing. Also on and off-road oil delivery for your heavy equipment. They also provide paving and excavation services. 570-233-1898. Two Italian Guys Pizzeria. 3 West Diamond Avenue in Hazleton has all your favorites, from pizza, hoagies, salads, entrees, wings, and sides. Always made with the freshest ingredients. Call them at 570-459-2783.
Come shoot at Whitetail Preserve, 118 Boulevard Road in Bloomsburg. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicap accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 or 570-790-8969.
Your health has never been more important. That's why Lehigh Valley Health Network is making it easier than ever to take control with MyLVHN, your digital health partner. MyLVHN allows you to schedule appointments right from the palm of your hand, message your doctor questions, and even see an LVHN provider from the comfort of your home through video visits. With MyLVHN, you have on-demand access to your health anytime, anywhere. To learn more or to sign up, visit lvhn.org/mylvhn.
Welcome to TV News here on WYLN. I'm Julia Wiegand, and today we've got a very interesting Wellness Wednesday coming for you, thanks to our friends over at Lehigh Valley Health Network. Today we are on location at the Hazleton Health and Wellness Center with one of the physical therapists here, Shay Post. First of all, how are you doing, Shay?
Good, very good.
Now, today Shay is going to introduce virtual reality to us, and one, I'm the guinea pig, but two, she's going to explain how virtual reality can, in and of itself, help with physical therapy, whether it be balance and so on and so forth. So Shay, I guess we'll start off by just kind of giving everyone a little preview. What is virtual reality and how can it help with physical and occupational therapy?
Okay, so you can see we have here a computer system. It's a desktop computer system. It's a computer-generated 3D environment. We use this head-mounted display, and when you're looking through the display, it's a very realistic environment that you'll see. We have different modules that we can use, whether you can almost feel like you're at the grocery store, stepping on and off an elevator, or we just have some fun modules to use in rehabilitation to challenge balance. So it comes with the hardware. We have a few different controllers that you'll use during the games that are very easy to use, just hitting the trigger. And it also uses some familiar technology, maybe from your kids or your grandkids' gaming systems, which is the Xbox control system. And there's a PlayStation steering wheel because there's a driver's module on here to practice driving and for people who might get overstimulated while they're driving. There are different types of virtual reality systems. There's non-immersible, which is something like the Wii that you would use. There's partially immersible, almost like if you were, like the military uses like for simulators. And this is actually pretty emerging technology. It's a fully immersible system. So you actually feel like you're where, the module tells you're at. So you really feel like you're in the grocery store. So it's pretty neat. We're going to use one of the balance modules called Reflex VR, and we use one of the controllers for this. All right. Today we'll start with the basics here for you. I want to embarrass myself on TV. So we center the environment. There's 2 tracking stations on either end of the room that pick up what is going on, and we can change the wall height to make patients stretch farther, make the balloon size bigger or smaller to make it more difficult. So the nice thing about virtual reality is that you could change the environment very easily and make it new for the patient, which is important when someone's recovering from a stroke or concussion, because the brain learns by learning new things.
Now, obviously, I'm not talking about myself because I'm having a blast here, but sure. So say somebody comes to you and has motion sensitivity, because I mean, this is virtual reality.
Yeah.
How would something like virtual reality physical therapy or occupational therapy help with that, benefit that?
So there's a few different modules up on here that you can progress through. There's basic modules that may just have like a few stars in the sky, and there's something called optical flow, and it's how things, when you move through the environment, how you're perceiving things on the outside. Like if you're in a car and there's trees passing by. So there's actually a module on here with trees passing by, so it's very real, and it's something that is important in people's lives. So something, we have ones that are games that are more fun, but we also have things that are more realistic. We have one that you go through a tunnel, and so the body has to accommodate to all that stimulation flowing past it. And so we start off like at a lower level, maybe about 30 seconds to 60 seconds to get the patient used to it and whatever they can tolerate. We only have like a mild to moderate amount of dizziness that we encourage, and then we stop the program. And so each time they would come in, they would try to tolerate it for a little bit longer. And then the body habituates to that.
And you mentioned something earlier about this also helps with balance. So can you explain that as well?
Sure. So we have a few different ones, a few different modules on here that we could use for balance. The Reflex VR is one of them. We can change how far the patient has to reach out of their base of support that challenges their balance by adjusting the wall size of the balloons. We have an escalator module where the patient, if patients who are fearful of falling, sometimes are fearful of stepping on and off of escalators. And so we can take them through this environment that feels a lot safer, than trying it out in Boscov's or something like that. So it's better to try it in like a safe environment, here, and then we can work them up to being able to do it in the community.
Now, to kind of tie this all together, what is one of the big messages that you want to get to our WYLN audience out there regarding physical therapy, occupational therapy, using virtual reality?
So virtual reality, it's an emerging technology that we have at the Health and Wellness Center. We'd love to help you if you're having any types of balance issues, dizziness issues, motion sensitivity issues. It's a fun way that we can even help treat orthopedic patients. There's some like bow and arrow, like target shooting on here. There's 39 different rehab modules we have on here. We have a supermarket, so if you're having some dizziness or balance issues at the supermarket, we can practice that here where, we couldn't practice something like that in a normal physical therapy clinic. So it's great to have this technology as a tool in our physical therapy department.
Well, thank you so much for letting me try this neat thing out. Very neat. I didn't even realize you could kind of see what was going on here.
Yep, we're watching what you're doing there.
And thank you, everybody watching out there. Remember, we're kind of inching into the future here, and virtual reality is just one of the many tools that can help with both physical and occupational therapy. So if this kind of piqued your interest, something that you could end up seeing yourself benefiting from, be sure to contact the Health and Wellness Center here in Hazleton, and who knows, maybe Shay will be here to help you out.
Sure. Thank you.
Of course. Well, that's it for this Wellness Wednesday, Community and You. We'll see you next time here on WYLN.
No matter how busy life gets, your health needs to come first. That's why the relationship you build with your Lehigh Valley Health Network primary care doctor is one of the most important you'll ever have. From identifying your personal health risk factors to coordinating care with specialists, LVHN is here to partner with you every step of the way. And with the choice of virtual or in-person visits, it's never been easier to put your health at the top of your to-do list. Take the first step by visiting lvhn.org or by calling 888-402-LVHN.
If you're looking for an affordable pre-owned car or truck, Chura's Auto Sales has a great lineup of clean, dependable, and quality vehicles. Stop in 610 North Broad Street, West Hazleton, 570-454-7229. Membership opportunities are now available at the Valley Country Club, 79 Country Club Lane in Sugarloaf. Clubhouse upgrades are in progress and will be ready for the spring. Call Frank Radis for details at 570-233-5328.
SJ Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond Contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call SJ Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
Family owned in over 60 years, serving the Northeast Pennsylvania area, and a specialized business elite dealer. Shop our large selection of box trucks and dump trucks of all sizes today, all in stock and ready for work. Plus, fully equipped service and body shop departments that will work around your business needs. And when you buy before the end of the year, you could qualify for considerable tax savings. For all your commercial and fleet needs, visit Fairway Chevy in Hazleton today.
Hi, I'm Marty Burns, host of Sports Talk, your weekly source for Hazleton area high school football. Join us every week as I'll be joined by head coach Dennis Bookman as we go over past Hazleton area opponents, we'll look ahead to a future opponent, and have a guest from the Cougar football program. That's all this season on Sports Talk, brought to you by the Lehigh Valley Health Network Hazleton, your orthopedics and sports medicine partner.
WYLN's going behind the scenes to learn more about the lives and goals of our local leaders. So, Mayor Paul Hadzik's leading the way again into part 3 of this week's series.
And welcome back to this week's Leading the Way with Paul Hadzik, the mayor of Weatherly. So, tell us about becoming mayor, what that meant to you, especially where you grew up, and then what it means to be, the mayor of Weatherly.
Okay, well, first off, like I said earlier, that I was born and raised in Weatherly, and when I retired as a district judge, as a senior district judge, actually, I was asked to run for mayor because the former mayor was not going to run. So I went out and got the petitions signed, and I waited till the last day to see if someone was going to run, and if they were going to run, I probably would have withdrew my application. But I did run, and then the former mayor, they wrote him in on a Democratic ticket, and I didn't run a write-in campaign on a Democratic ticket. But in the general election, since he was on the ballot now, I'm running against the former mayor. Actually, technically, he was running against me because I chose to file the petitions. And I won. And in the beginning, I sort of felt bad for him, because he did a really good job. He was active in a lot of things. He got a lot of things going, but I don't take the approach that we're in the entertainment business, we're in the people business, and we really have to get some things done.
All right, folks. Check back tomorrow as Paul continues leading the way into part 4 of this week's segment. Good night.
And that's the news. Remember, the source matters now more than ever. Catch all the latest on our Facebook page, YouTube page, or at WYLNTV.com. Stay with us. A look at today's weather is next, right here on WYLN TV.